And good afternoon. My name is SaveWithCrypto from the channel called SaveWithCrypto, which is also the name of the X account that we have called SaveWithCrypto. And I'm here with my colleague and friend today called Maff. Hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello. Good afternoon. Yeah, good to be here as usual. I,
Excellent.
that's very weird seeing what you've got currently shared on the screen because I've got exactly the same thing on my screen at the moment. So
Have you
it's,
indeed?
it's a sudden shock. I was just thinking, like, am I sharing? I didn't. How am I sharing my screen? And so one of those, am I being watched sort of moments,
I see.
momentary paranoia.
Yeah. Of course, what I have got here is I'm logged into the WordPress thing, so it's showing all the stuff
Yeah.
that you shouldn't really see, really. But anyway, I'm just going to say that probably during this stream we will be talking about Quadzilla. Quadzilla is a TradingView indicator that we have developed here, and it is amazing. It does wonderful things, and it is fairly cheap. It's not free, but it is. It's pretty cheap. Very cheap, I think.
Yeah. It's so cheap it may as well be free, really.
It may
In the
as well
sense
be.
that,
Yeah.
like, pretty much on the first, I don't know how many promises like this can we make before it comes back to bite us. But on your first trade, you'll find that it pays itself back in double, probably, I don't know, something like that. But it pays for itself very, very quickly because it just hits the trades, as it were.
It does. It does. And I must admit that video that you shared last night or yesterday in the Discord, that was amazing. It was. I could probably play it if you want, unless you're rushing to do anything.
Oh, sure, no. I mean, yeah, why not? Should do that.
Okay.
I was a bit worried at my my delivery in that video. I thought I came across maybe slightly, I don't know, school teacher-ish.
Oh, I thought
Sort
it
of,
was good actually.
good
I thought
afternoon, children, or something like that.
it
But
was one.
yeah.
It was one of your best. But let's just
Oh,
let's
right.
just
Okay.
let's just play this. It's ever so short, but it does show you how you could use Quadzilla to make money. Uh, well, in this case, it was like with Bitcoin while the price is falling, and I think this is great. Let's just watch this if it works. Should do. To Save the Crypto. No. My name is Save the Crypto. I got that completely wrong.
Whoopsie. Yeah.
Whoopsie,
Yeah.
indeed. Why did I
Yeah.
get the wrong one? Okay, right. Let's. Right.
Sure. I was just going to say it's quite a short video, anyways, and it's like 2 minutes or something. So it is worth it.
It is,
Quick
but
review. Yeah.
at the moment I've kind of messed up my thingy now. Anyway,
Make money. Oh yeah.
hang on. Let's try it again.
Oh, it's gone. Okay. Yeah.
No, I kind of don't. There you go. It was called Use Quadzilla to trade high-low. That's what it was here. Okay, let's try that again. Right.
On Quadzilla to help us out just here. Well, let's have a look. Is the price going to go down? Is it going to go up? What's it going to do? How can we trade from that? So first of all, we see there's a retracement level that played out perfectly. We're saying the price went down and the price is going to retrace to this level. But we're just getting warmed up. So let's see what happens now. This retracement level, we're saying the price is going to go down and come back up, which it did, and go above that line. And at some point, it's going to come back down to this line and drop below. So that'd be a perfect short. But when do you actually enter? You could enter it there, but is there more upside? Well, the oscillator down here is very much showing that there's still upside. It's shaded green, and it's not really kind of up and overbought. This isn't the time to short. Let's keep going, keep going. It's looking promising, but this still isn't quite what we'd want because the EMA trend lines are still very much pointing upwards. And here we've got the trend shield lighting up saying there's more upside to come. Wait for it, wait for it. More upside. That C was a fake out, so the trend shield helped us there to notice that. And now here we have the super down indicator saying, hey, the price is just about to top, get ready, but the trend shield is still saying more upside. Then we get this red background and the momentum oscillator has converged and stochastics have curved round, so they're coming down now. So that is the time to go short right there. Let's see how that plays out. Down. Perfect. Came down to the line, dropped below it, and now in fact we get a super up signal as well, showing that the price has actually come all the way down as far as it's going to go, and it's now reversing. And of course it's going to head back up to this line here. Pretty good. You can really trade from that.
And there you go. I think that was really good. So yeah, thank you for that.
I think the main thing with that is just like using all of the indicator essentially. So because I often find that myself, it's a bit tempting to, or a bit easy to just lapse into just using the like one part, like particularly the retracement levels, I think.
Yeah.
But then there's very much that sort of. I mean, I've been asked that before actually. I was showing Quadzilla to my cousin a few months back on my phone, and because he's like he spent most of his life as a trader in the city of London, just kind of doing all this sort of stuff. He's retired from that now. He's actually a gardener, and just like discovering quality of life and so on. Yeah, so like he was straight away just saying, well, okay, that's great. The number's going to retrace that point, but how do you know when the price is going to turn? Does it tell you that? And I was thinking, well, that actually it kind of does, So like if you use the whole thing together like that, then it does tell you where the price is likely going to reverse.
Yeah.
And like get your long position in or get your short position in at that point.
All right. So what did your cousin think of the indicator?
His eyes widened when I kind of showed him the price just retracing to the line and then bouncing from it, and when I put the stats on there as well, because I think he may have suspected that something was up there because you just don't get 90% plus success rates on indicators.
Yeah, that's amazing. Actually, talking of gardening, as I went to a talk about psychedelic drugs, in particular mushrooms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
psilocybin.
Sorry,
is it that's how you pronounce it? Psilocybin, psilocybin.
Yeah, psilocybin, I think. Anyway,
Yeah,
but
okay. Yeah.
but the guy doing the talk, Dr. David Dyke, I think his name was, but he did a lot of his test groups and stuff. He did various like interviews afterwards, sort of saying, do you find that you're more connected with nature and all this sort of thing? And one of the amazing statistics was actually with LSD, where 55% of the people say that they do more gardening after taking LSD.
That's really interesting, actually. Yeah,
I mean,
it's just that total, like it's almost like the returning to the earth.
yeah,
Sort of thing.
but you can imagine like shock horror. Taking this drug makes you do more gardening. Anyway,
is it profound, or is it just that they end up watching Gardener's World on BBC Two a lot more with a nice cup of tea?
I don't know. It was a brilliant talk there, I must admit. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Anyway, sorry, just the idea of because a lot of indicators and trading things, a lot of people say if you're getting more than 50% success rate, then it's good. So we've got over 90% with this thing, which is just stunning, isn't it?
Kind of is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what's happening today? I've forgotten. Tuesday is.
Oh, that's a point. I could bring up the mega tweet that I got. Shall I do that?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So this isn't the TA beginning just yet. So hold off with the jingle.
Okay.
Not yet.
I know. My finger was poised, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, this one. Good. Come on. Why does it need to reload then? It's right. Anyway. So Monday we had, in theory, quantitative tightening ending. Of course, Hong Kong launched their actually the world first Solana spot ETF, and kind of nothing happened in regard to that. The price fell a bit, but then with Bitcoin, the same happened. There's all the hype leading up to the launch of the first spot Bitcoin ETF in the US, and so there was lots of buy-in into it, lots of inflow, but the price didn't react because of course it wouldn't. In terms of a news event, that had already been very much bought in, very much priced in, and then there were like months and months before, and it's arguable whether that the the mechanics of the ETFs actually really do affect the price all that much anyway, just because of where the underlying asset comes from and that sort of thing. So probably it'd be the same with Solana. It's just incredibly bullish that it's happened. I think it's more kind of Solana being accepted into the establishment as a blue chip coin. So, but in any case, that happened, and that was an important thing. Today, consumer confidence index will be announced, I think. I should probably have checked about that. There are some S&P 500 earnings, but I think that's kind of through the week. I think there are some today. There's a whole bunch of them tomorrow and some more on Thursday. So today's, I don't know, really a bit of a pause for breath, really, kind of a day, and talk about the rest of the week and do a bit of TA and a bit of gardening afterwards, I think. Talking of. Yes.
Okay. At some point, by the way, viewers, I should say hello to a few people already, shouldn't I? Let's say hello to, we've got the usual crew here. Firewatch, hello there. Hello, Dan Sev. Hello, Kaz. How you doing? Concur.
Should bring up some of the comments.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'll let you do it.
Oh no. I mean, I could do this where if I bring them up, you can.
Oh, okay. All right.
Something like that.
Hi,
from the top.
Right. Hi, Firewatch, a regular viewer. Dan Sev says hi. That's great. Maff, who's that? Hi. Which is your
hello.
Kaz, hi. Hello, Kaz. And Concur just watched it. Very helpful. Yes, yeah, that's the shorting video. I think it was great. Actually, I loved it.
Yeah. Could probably do a few more of those for just different aspects and things, and do a longing video as well.
Yeah.
Make it symmetrical.
Mm-hmm. Nick, you're late. You're normally there first at the door, but hello, Nick. You're always welcome. Scotty, bonjour, ça va?
Thank you. Yes.
Psilocybin.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Right.
So
excellent. Now, what I was going to say was at some point, my daughter is going to leave, and I just want to run outside and sort of give her a squeeze and wave goodbye as she drives off. So at some point, if I disappear, that's what's happened. Okay, but I think otherwise, I'll be ready for you know what?
Well, I don't know. Was there anything else that you wanted to discuss on your screen share first?
Not particularly. No. I was just looking at random things really, and usually sort of looking at Solana because that's what I do really. But
well, in that case,
here we go. Well, actually, that worked out pretty good, actually, because my daughter just came in and sort of said goodbye. So I just gave her a nice squeeze, and she's
perfect.
Off now. So
because she was just back from university, wasn't she?
Yeah, she just came back for the weekend because she's doing art, so they don't have to go in very much.
Yeah, but, I mean, if it's digital art, you can just do that from home anyway. I think
it's not, but there is a bit of digital stuff in it, and to be honest, her actual course, a lot of it is actually geared to like how are you going to make money with this, which I think is brilliant because because like my wife was an artist and stuff, and like the actual making money side of it was like the last thing she ever thought about, and that always annoys me a bit, with like like musicians and artists and stuff. It's like, just make a
They're,
living.
they're in it for the
You
art.
make a living because you can do something that most people can't. So
It's true, actually. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
anyway.
because there has to be some level of like commercial sense that comes into it at some point. So if it just sort of enables them to actually create more art. In effect.
Yeah. And to be honest,
there's also a thing. I was just going to say, because this probably is a bit off, just slightly off topic, but there's a thing about creativity. So like, was it Michelangelo who did the painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling, something like that? Yeah. So obviously that was commissioned, and that was probably considered like one of his kind of greatest achievements, I think. I guess, I don't know really. It's very colourful. I'll give it that. But it's arguable that maybe he wouldn't have. Well, he certainly wouldn't have done that specific thing without the commercial request, like actually having it commissioned by, in that case, a fairly big sort of rich mega sugar daddy, I guess. So and a similar thing, like like the David sculpture, I think, was commissioned as well, and most of these huge paintings and things were as well. So yeah, there's a lot to be said for combining just commercialism with creativity, because often you get tremendous works of art that wouldn't have existed otherwise, or just
yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, to be honest, last time I painted my living room ceiling, I was thinking like, sod this, I'm going to get someone to do it next time, because it's quite hard work, and that isn't even the Sistine Chapel,
No, that's true. Did they create a work of art?
Yeah, makes your arms ache, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I also like Picasso as well, not because I like his artwork, but he was actually really good at making money, so he ended up reasonably wealthy, Anyway, right, we did digress a bit.
Sure.
So should we talk about crypto or something?
Good idea. Just before we do, I quite like this comment from Kaz as well. This is just agreeing, really. So definitely would like a few more of those, if possible. The videos, just banging the method of Quadzilla, so we do it right, understanding it properly. Yeah, totally. It's very easy for me and Save to sort of take it for granted that what's in our minds must therefore also be in other people, because of course it's not going to be. So yeah, just showing by example, really, with these things, what it's all about. So for definite. I think CD had just joined, saying, "Oh no, missed the intro," and then phew. so welcome. Glad you got half the intro. So,
you could always rewind it, but it'll probably sound rubbish on double speed, so don't do that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh god, that's a thought. I've got a Friday remix in mind there. So yeah, TA. So this is Bitcoin on the daily, and just think about this in terms of obviously just kind of where we go from here, because that tends to be the goal of TA, isn't it? It's just using what's gone to kind of look at what's coming up, what's potentially coming up. Nothing's ever certain in the price charts. So I drew in this line at more or less 115. I think it what did it actually end up as? 115,194. Because it just seemed like a very significant sort of line. It's just there that the price just kind of on that particular day, price bounced off it. This one touched down there. It was resistance along here for that kind of liquidity, that the ranging just there, and kind of again through here, and that it's obviously been important just all the way along. Resistance again. Now it's resistance again. So 115 is kind of important. It might be the new 108, I think, that we've always been kind of banging on about somewhat, because that's been such an important level as well. So that day was Monday, when obviously the price wicked well up to what was it? 116,400. We all got excited and then just came down again. So it's almost like Bitcoin is back, but kind of not quite. It's not quite at that level yet. So, I mean, I actually wonder a little bit if Bitcoin is going to do what it so often does and just fox everyone. Maybe not outfox. It's going to fox people. We're going to be foxified by Bitcoin. So, because like in October, it did a lot of that. Well, it still is October, isn't it? It's very much that.
Yeah,
This is going to be such a bullish month, blah blah blah. Then it wasn't really, and now it's like, oh, this week is crunch week. We're just going to see up. But obviously, everything that's being expected this week is already kind of priced in. I think it's more this week is going to be the setting down of the solid paving slabs as the platform from which Bitcoin will then, we hope, spring from.
Yeah.
So not necessarily kind of a uppity up kind of week. Tomorrow might be different. We might well see a just sudden spike on the interest rate being announced. If they suddenly announce that it's like 0.5% rather than 0.25% reduction, then or something along those lines, then we could see a massive reaction then. But I've got a feeling it's just going to be there'll be volatility, but not much of a sort of pump to these levels or anything. You know, that I would think would come later. So what I thought was, if in addition to that, we draw in the good old fib retracement for this. That's a good place to go from. Yeah, probably from there, 98. That bearish retracement level in its step 3 there obviously touched down perfectly to that line. It's just like, yeah, you know, just boom, etc., etc. So that's essentially the start of this upward price move. So from, God, that's exactly the wrong thing I did, didn't I? I'm supposed to keep my. Am I supposed to? Yeah, that's better. Up to kind of there. Just forward a minute. So yeah, so from the God, sorry. How to use computers. So there we go, that one. So yeah, from and I drew it wrong as well. Brilliant. If we do a YouTube short from this segment, I might have to do a bit of editing on it first. There. So this brings in some kind of interesting things, because, I mean, first of all, the fact that what the retracement drew out there continues to be very relevant. That's the sort of doomsday line. I think if we drop below, certainly, well, if you drop below 100 and certainly below 98, then it's kind of game over. But for the bull market, I would think. I think we probably are going to see some droppage before the continued big moves to the upside, because it's just got that kind of feel to it. So I see that I'm seeing kind of bullish things here in any case, like the faster moving EMAs are looking like they're potentially about to cross up pretty soon, and then the 21 EMA, if that heads up a bit quicker, come on, you can do it, and then hopefully it'll cross above the 55 EMA as well, and that'd be a very bullish sign of a continuation there. And the same with the momentum. The fast moving momentum oscillator is already kind of raced ahead, hovering at the 80% line. The weighted average, the slow one, is kind of chugging its way up. So if we get some sort of crossover of these two, well, in fact, to be honest, what am I saying? That's already happened. It happened there, right at the start of this price move. In fact, that whether you take that to be just a price reversal just there, or kind of a mid-range cross, it's a bit of both, really. In either case, it's a confirmation that we're going to see price upside there. So anyway, as adding kind of digression on top of digression, just so I realise. So the halfway point for the the halfway point for that lower price move up to the bottom to the top. Funnily enough, coincides with well, in fact, there's the actual halfway point of that, which is that one, isn't it? So 112 halfway up. So I was going to say it's that, but it totally isn't that line. That's just a significant level, and that it kind of coincides with the 0.618 Fibonacci. So potentially I could even just move that there, and it would still be probably about right anyway. That wherever we draw that kind of out. In fact, in which case I can just delete that. Don't really need it. So yeah, and then up here the 0.786 fib is going to be a point, and that is kind of on 120,000. So in terms of resistance levels, we're looking at 115, just above 115. That's the current battleground where we kind of want, well, we really, really want Bitcoin to break above that. I think if we can't break 115 and close above it this week, then we might be in trouble. Signs of weakness, and that maybe things aren't quite going the way that we're all kind of imagining or just analysing, hoping that that things are going. So that's the first stage. We might see Bitcoin bounce off 115 a few more times. It might double top it and then head up, something like that. And then kind of within this fib range, and 120 then I think will be a very significant resistance level to break up through. If we get a huge reaction tomorrow, we might well kind of just make our way up to there quite comfortably, and then be within this range, which would be which would be very nice. And then that would lead us to, I don't know, what do you think? Like if we actually broke through into the all-time highs some point next week, like certainly during November. It's just
I'm a little bit concerned by the price the CME closed at last Friday, actually, which was it was about,
here we go,
pretty much 111k, which is.
Am I looking at the right thing?
I'm not sure.
CME, CME. I mean that's saying close of 114. Oh, so sorry, did you say last week?
20.
There is a gap.
Friday the 24th of October.
Okay.
So that, hang on. Check we're looking at the same thing.
Yeah. That's 110-ish, just above.
Yeah, which is a bit low, isn't it?
Yeah, but then it's done stuff since then. It's just it had this the CME gap there, which is yet to be closed, and that's kind of 112.5 up to 113 in a bit. 0.3.
Yeah.
So
I mean that's my only worry, really. Except, I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems a little bit too easy just to go up from here,
Yes, yeah. I think there's definitely, you're right. There's definitely going to be some level of drop before they might even see a bit of a fake out. There could be a sort of fake by the news reaction tomorrow, which brings us up above 115, but then it kind of drops down to fill that gap. There's around whatever it was, 112-ish.
Okay. So a fake by the news, that's like a sort of buy the news or buy the news sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, exactly. It's buy the rumor and then pretend to buy the news, and get everyone excited. Then just drop and stop everyone out, of course, which might cause a little bit of a cascade. We'll see. And then, because of course we were talking yesterday about where the buy orders from all the gold bugs might be might be lurking, and they're going to be lower, aren't they? They're not going to want to necessarily buy into this level, so there could well be buy orders from that lot. I'm kind of leveling down there, but maybe 109 even down to 108 level. So we could well see a drop down to this sort of level, and then just massive buy orders kick in, and then kawumph for November. That's the bullish outlook. So you could probably draw that in. So bullish outlook, I think, would be from whatever this does today. I mean, that's going to provide a lot of clarity, isn't it? Anyway, when the US wakes up and whatever they do, send it up or down. I suspect it's going to be up. I've just got that feeling. It's at least going to hit 115. But not based on anything in particular. But yeah, I think so. From tomorrow. So if today was that, then from tomorrow, there's a bit of this. Not drawn to scale. And then kind of the rest of the week down to how far down to go? Yeah, maybe about there. Could drop further, who knows? Say down to that level, and then into next week. So assuming that there is lots of sudden buying in at that point, that sort of thing. Well, there's going to be a bounce off here. It's not going to get through there on its first attempt to new all-time highs. You never know. I say that like it's definite. Sometimes it just smashes through, doesn't it? When it really wants to.
Correct.
Into new all-time highs. But overall, I suspect it's going to be that kind of thing for this week and into next week and the rest of November.
Yeah. I reckon so. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So, what have we got in the comments? Let's see. It's quite a few actually. Scotty, I missed when you were allowing free access to Quadzilla because I was already signed up to the exchanges. Okay, yeah. I guess you had a chat about that.
Yeah. Scott, if you can remind me sorry, excuse me. If you can remind me where we were talking about it, I think it was on. Can't remember now, but I think it was Telegram. I think, but just remind me anyway. And yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So when I started the live stream, 15 minutes in, it started with a jingle. So I assumed I'd already missed it. Cool if you set it to start with a jingle somehow. Okay, yeah, I think so. We worked out sort of a routine, sort of a formula, I suppose. Because also we have the intro music anyway, and then Save talks for a bit, and then he kind of hands over the mic and the screen share to me, and then to do a bit of TA, and at that point we play the TA jingle. So that's it's kind of the idea.
That's how it is for the moment. We might change it later, but I quite like the general saying hello and just talking rubbish for a few minutes. I think that's I think that's a winning formula.
Yeah, so just talk about magic mushrooms and just chilling, a bit of microdosing and whatever.
Yeah, which apparently doesn't work. This
microdosing.
Yeah, no.
I beg to differ.
Okay, right. Okay, why is that?
No reason.
But apparently a lot of it is to do with the expectation sort of thing. And this guy did some experiments with like
chimpanzees.
Well, a microdosing group and placebos, and it didn't seem to do very much. A lot of it was down to the expectation.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it was his or her thesis to set out to sort of prove or disprove, I wonder.
Yeah, and what he actually said was like a lot of the people who do the microdosing, sometimes they say it didn't do very much, so I had some more, and like that's actually not microdosing. Yeah. So I think that's the guy just said I just specialize in macro dosing. Anyway.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah. So Scotty, you guys are so chill. Feels like I'm listening to two smooth jazz DJs. Well,
nice.
Thank you. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put on a bit of Kenny G and kick back.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy the grooves. I don't know, I've just gone. That's my attempt at a DJ voice. That's pretty terrible. So, so
I can't
what
say.
else we got?
Oh, okay, right, okay, all right. So I'll get back to you on that, Scotty, at some point.
Yeah.
Never stop the randomness, please.
Oh, so yeah, true.
That's okay.
So Nick K, new all-time high next week. I just got that feeling. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to happen, isn't it?
it's going to happen soon. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I just feel there's going to be some volatility before that happens, but I don't know. It's not going to be that easy. I don't think you can just put your life savings on 100x at the moment and just go long. I think you need to plan it out a little bit more. But
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
There's a time for risking all of your life savings in and that time and a place, and that's Friday night at the casino.
yeah,
Red,
I
put on
must
red
admit,
or black.
I must admit on some of the because I've got quite a lot of exchanges that I sort of test out and stuff. And there's a few of them where I thought I'm not actually going to look at this for a while. Things like 2-bit, and I'm actually like sort of 3x long on there, thinking like, okay, it's not a lot of money on there, but I'll just leave that like that and then see what happens. So I won't get liquidated or anything unless it goes down to like 85k or something. So that'll be all right. So in theory, I am sort of betting on the price of it going up generally.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I would say as well that obviously what's the old saying? How are we supposed to say is we're printing money while the bull market is on, but we're going to very much just continue printing money. I think when we get into the bear market, the crypto winter, because that's one thing I know I've been particularly setting myself up ready for, getting prepared for that, just so that I'm in a position to just continue to make money from crypto and other asset classes as well, obviously, just during the bear market. Because I think in a lot of times that is really kind of for trading, it's the best time, especially when you can kind of see that a particular price has bottomed and it's obvious, and that the market becomes predictable again rather than just because as soon as we go into all-time highs, new all-time highs on Bitcoin and other assets, then it's going to get kind of trickier and trickier to trade it.
Yeah.
Not that I should complain about it, because obviously if we're going to all-time highs, I'm just quite happy with it. But trading at that point goes a bit difficult, especially if you're not currently in a long-term long position.
Yeah, I mean, and for example, my daughter who's just left, she's got some Bitcoin, and I gave her some for her 18th birthday, and she's like 21 now, so it's obviously worth quite a bit more than she paid for it. She did actually do a couple of little trades, so it's actually slightly more as well. But I did suggest to her that she just if she wasn't going to trade, then just put it on a ledger and just forget about it. So that's what she's done. And I keep thinking, I don't know, do I advise her to like sell a little bit if it goes up to like 200k or whatever? Or I mean, she's quite happy just to hodl it all the way through the next bear market, then watch it go up again, and then use it later on. She'll probably use it as a deposit for a house or something. That's the plan. But I keep thinking like, do I suggest to her that she sells it if we go up to 200k? I don't know. It's a tricky one. I mean, I don't think she will. I think because it's on the ledger, I think it will just stay on there, and she won't touch it until she needs it.
Yeah,
so
there's always a tricky thing about just selling it becomes a taxable event, and then do you do the
exactly,
the loan thing and so on. Yeah, but better just keep it. And then I think it's becoming more and more the case where that there are becoming sort of like ways to actually make money from just having a giant chunk of Bitcoin that you very much don't sell. I think it's just never really going to be something to sell directly. Alts definitely, just kind of sell the hell out of them, you know. But hold on to the Bitcoin, I'd say. That's what I'm planning anyway. So
Yeah, I tell you what, I did. I watched a video this morning actually, and it was something that I knew already. And this is relevant to anyone who's in the UK. Is at the moment, I don't know. There's rumours that Rachel Reeves wants to cut down the 20 grand ISA tax allowance on a cash ISA, and there's been rumours that she wants to cut it down to like 4 grand or something.
I thought hadn't that already happened? Because or unless this is another thing. So there was a thing about she wanted to encourage people to, or her kind of, party line, I suppose, is to encourage people to use the stocks and shares ISA instead.
Yeah. I don't think it's happened. Yeah, I think it's still a 20 grand limit.
Okay.
Whether that will change in the budget next month, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was definitely more than a rumor. I think it was more that sort of said this is our plan. But then whether they, I don't know. I guess there's always. I mean, aren't they supposed to push this sort of thing through Parliament? And isn't it supposed to get just quashed generally when it's a totally outrageous thing, like whether it's that or digital IDs or whatever?
I don't know, to be honest. But anyway, the video I was watching was something that I thought about a little while ago. In fact, I don't know why. Actually, I do know why I didn't make a video about it. I didn't make a video about it because Trading212 won't give me an affiliate link because they say our channel's about crypto and they don't like crypto. I might try again one day. But Trading212, which is a platform I use for the ISA stuff, and I just use the stocks and shares ISA in that. But if you were to put your money in there and put it in the stocks ISA rather than the cash ISA, I think at the moment it's something like, and I'm just pulling these figures out of the air, but it's something like the cash ISA. It pays something like 4.8% APR, and the stocks ISA, if you don't invest in anything, so if you just put the money in there and don't actually use it, it pays like 4.9% APR. So you can actually just get around that just by putting it in a stocks ISA and then not even buying any stocks. Obviously it's better if you do buy something, but if you buy like a index
That's
fund.
interesting. So it yields a bit better just by putting it in a different bucket.
Yeah. So I kind of watched the video about it. I thought, my God, that's completely obvious. I mean, I only noticed because on the days when I've got, because I just buy and sell stuff, and some days I've actually got no stocks at all in there, and I'll notice that I'll get my interest and I get about a fiver,
Yeah.
And I think, oh, that's nice,
Yeah.
And you get it every day as well, so that's quite cool. But yeah, it just occurred to me that that's so obvious, like. But there's so many people who just don't know about this, don't know anything about ISAs and stuff, so. Yeah. Anyway, there's a thing there for you.
Yeah, interesting.
You've got a question there from Dan, actually.
Yeah. So Kaz is just saying never stop the randomness. I do enjoy the tangential snippets. Although to be fair, we started talking about like retirement savings and and taxes and things there. But hope that was entertaining in any case. So I'll get to the question.
It is probably impossible to stop the randomness, by the way. It's just not going to happen.
No, I think that if we tried, it would just become peak random, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So QE baby, yeah, definitely. That's going to make such a huge difference to I've got a feeling it's going to extend the bull market.
The Queen Elizabeth is having a baby.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's exactly what Scotty meant. Yeah. And just very quickly, yep, 100%. Kind of sadly agree. Just I'd rather have a totally non-partisan, but on this bit, I'd rather have a government that isn't out to kind of screw its population or whatever. Just extract money from it, etc. Yeah, I won't go down that road.
I don't think that's ever happened, now, has it?
No, You either get the ones who, I don't know. I mean, there've been boom times for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it does feel like you either get the ones who overtly just screw the voter base, and the ones who just kind of do a better job of hiding it.
Yeah.
They move things into the right buckets and so on. Yeah, oh yeah. Question about retracement lines. When a line ends unfinished, is it possible to hide it from the price status line? Personally, I prefer to see lines only for active retracements. That's fair. I'll have a look at that, because yeah, I suppose. So on here essentially, isn't it? So they end up just kind of clogging the whole thing. I think if
Not quite sure what he means there.
no, because I think that happens. What are these ones about? Is that line? Oh, you know, I think it's because I've also got other things drawn. If I hide, actually, my amazing microphone is blocking my view of the screen. So, oh yeah, it's going to hide my drawing. Okay, so I guess those are retracements. What's that one? Oops. Oh, let me draw a line. It's fine. Sorry. Okay, I will manually choose to draw.
So is this what we were talking about the other day when you know, like the length of the actual retracement line? Is that what we were talking about? Or
oh, that was it. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
That, and there's also.
Let
I'm just
him
curious
do.
what those are. Can't be anything over there. Do you know what I mean? It's just those are shown up on there. I guess I moved them there. So this probably isn't the most entertaining thing to watch right now, but oh, is it the EMAs? Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I think just to quickly answer that, I'll have a look. So I'll first try and figure out exactly when these do and don't appear on here. But I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling possibly not, just because of what I was talking about yesterday. That with these, say, the retracement levels,
Right,
recycle the plot series within the TradingView script. So they kind of remain active, but I don't know if you notice these do jump around. So but maybe if I try to hide the EMAs, just gonna hide everything from it.
yeah. Sorry, I just read Dan's question again, and I do understand it now.
Oh, okay, sure. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, so these ones are showing. If they go off screen, they don't. They no longer show. So I think it's. I'll definitely have a look, but I think it's probably good in a way that it doesn't hide them, because even if, like this one, I guess that's an example. So it's on screen, and it gave up drawing. It kind of timed out, if you like, but they do tend to continue to be relevant. So just personally, I kind of find that quite handy, that it still shows the price, highlighted there. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but
You have that switched off, don't you? I think generally.
I just turn them off completely, just because I kind of like, I don't know, I don't really like it when you see lots of numbers all bunched up. I'm trying to work out what's what.
Yeah, I think part of it as well is because even though it's stopped plotting, it actually is still active, if you see what I mean. So that's still a valid active retracement level. It's just that for eco purposes or whatever, it's given up so that another level could start plotting if it wants to. But that's still very much relevant and in play. So in that sense, I think it's it's technically okay that it's doing that. But I'll have a look. It could always be a switch or something. So is that what have we got? How about a government that actually works for the people? yeah. Oh man, to that I absolutely agree. Will we ever see such a thing? So,
to be fair though, if someone said, "Oh, I've got this, I've got this company, it's called the government, and it's a bit of an unusual sort of the way the money works in it. Do you fancy running it?" You'd probably say no, wouldn't you?
I think so. Yeah,
because like it'd be
I've
like,
got this government that imprisons people that it doesn't like.
yeah, and it'd be
Or
like,
shoots them or whatever. Yeah.
it'd be like how do you make this benefit everyone? And I don't know, it'd be a bit of a task actually, and I don't know. I think history has shown us that will never happen. So
No. And also I think the sort of people who would enthusiastically say, just yes, I would absolutely love to take on that role, sign me up immediately. They're probably not the ones that you want to actually be running the government.
no, because it's just
you mean I'll be powerful and I could just rake in money on the side, blah 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 blah.
It is exactly that. It's like it's all about ego and looking after yourself, really, isn't it? And,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, ego, but also just I don't know, corruption, I guess, is the thing.
Yeah.
But it's very much so. Do you want the job? Yeah. No, you can't have it. In that case. So yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, thanks. That'd be good. Actually, we could continue the chat there. Some only miss for a few dollars, and then wouldn't be able to see them historically, which can help with learning, etc. We talk about the same thing. So, like if a retracement just didn't quite get hit, that kind of thing. I think it probably is. Yeah, it's a funny old thing because sometimes when that happens, like that's a good example. It misses, but it's still.
I think Firewatch is thinking what I was thinking. I think you're thinking about the actual lines where Dan was just talking about the actual figures in the status line in the at the side.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. But I think this would be an example. So say if that had just missed, and then actually let's do it as a replay. Start new. Say to there. You could probably be forgiven. You might be right or it might be the right thing to think here that that's coming down. Oh, that was obviously meant to hit there. But yeah, this is going to keep on plotting until it gives up. It runs out of bars and stops, and yet the price is still showing here. So, but obviously, what does happen is, or in this case, what happened. Is that it very much was still relevant, and that happened. So the near miss or the near hit, or whatever, quite often actually turns out not to be the actual one, or maybe it was, but it turned out to be. If you see what I mean, that double bottom, triple bottom, or whatever on that. So it depends. Yeah, maybe that's why it would need to be a switch. If it's possible at all, I'll have a look at that. Where are we at? So, if the government was a business, no one would invest in it. It's broken. It's true. Yeah. Oh, mind you, it's having said that, it's a business that can print its own profits. Profits, not profits. Yeah. His own forecasters. Well, the fact they do both, and I forecast the economy is going to do this. Therefore, we should print money. So I don't know. Yeah. Say if Amazon was suddenly saying, "Oh, we've reached an agreement where we can just print our bottom line out of thin air. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. And then just I'd imagine that they would become quite popular with investors. I'm talking nonsense, by the way. Instead, they steal. Yes, I think we're probably quite aligned there, actually, Scotty. This is I'll just try not to make these shows too political, really, because I see. And so it won't beat you up for a tweet. So, what was this show becoming? Okay, so where are we at? That was Bitcoin anyway. Are there any others? I think I've probably got like 2 minutes left or something, to be honest.
That's fine. I'm quite keen on keeping this one to pretty much an hour, actually. So because I need to do a few things myself, actually. But unless anyone's got any.
Yeah, that's absolutely no worries at all, Scotty. it's quite entertaining. So I think you're a bad influence on me. That's the problem. So yeah, for sure. I think might be a good time to wrap it up pretty soon. Are there any last quick coins you might want to have a quick look at? Or
I'm always going to say have a quick look at Solana for me, will you?
Yeah, that's actually moving the mouse towards it as you said it. Like
anyway, it's not all about me. If anyone else has any suggestions, please just bang them in quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was going to say in retrospect it was inevitable to reach for the Solana chart. So yeah, okay. On the daily, this is Solana. Yeah. Are you currently in a trade?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I'm sorry.
As in you're planning one, or
yeah, sort of. Well, no, I'm in a very, very small one. It's just basically some USDT I've got in my Bitunix thing that I'm doing a little Solana USDT trade because I want to get some more USDT, and then what I want to happen is I want Solana to come down in price, so I can actually buy some more Solana and then do a Solana Coin M trade with it. That's my plan. Okay. So I'm in a little trade, but it's not brilliant. It's only 3% in profit, but
if what you want then is for it to come down in price, and
I want to go up and then come down.
Oh, okay.
That's what I really want. Please.
I'll see what I can do. I don't know if that's quite right, that one, but that would be. Just turn that into an Alt-J type of array, and well, that's obviously a kind of point of resistance just there, isn't it? It's not really breaking above that. It's actually right on that top, isn't it? So you might expect that, unless it breaks through and comes up into this range, then it's probably going to drop down in range around here somewhere. There's plenty of liquidity. I could just draw in a whole bunch of lines in there, at different levels. Should do that. Maybe from there. Kind of there-ish, more or less. I think I misdrew that one. Not that it matters. Maybe that's right. Don't know. And maybe there. Something like that. So if we drop down... Ooh, okay. Interesting retracement there. That kind of ties in a bit with this, because I could have equally just... Like if I drew that there, obviously it's below that pivot point, the one just there, but it's still kind of relevant. I mean, one way to read that might be that the price could come up above, because that's the step 3 of the retracement pattern. So the price could come up above that, hit that, and react to it. There's also this liquidity. It might be drawn up that high, depending. But yeah, generally it might come up to there, hit that, bounce around a bit, and maybe drop down to fill in some of these. could drop down to that level. Still on the 4 hour on here, so that's generally looking like things are on the turn a bit there. There's kind of weakness there, isn't there? Of course, in half an hour, just everything is going to change probably. So keep that in mind. But 1 hour, always a bit of that. Continuation of that one. Yeah, that's still, that retracement level is still relevant. It kind of ties in. To press the wrong button. No, I didn't. Honestly, it kind of ties in very much with that resistance there, which becomes support, which becomes resistance, which becomes not much in particular, and now it's potentially support again. So that's is it 199.3? Yeah, 199.4 has continued to be a significant level along there. It's going up, isn't it?
So having a
Is it
little
hit 200?
So yeah, it's 200. No, I don't know. I'm looking on Bitunix, 200.5 at the moment. Oh yes, it's going up nice.
Yeah.
Go on there.
I think this is Bit. Is it Bitunix? Fairly sure it was. Have I not? Because all of these were Blofin, but I'm gradually switching these over to Bitunix now. Just
Okay.
taking advantage of that offer, that actually pretty amazing offer that's currently on. So, do you want, is it worth bringing that up?
I think we're a bit short of time actually. I did notice that Scotty's just popped in the chat. IMX and OP. Have we got time to have a quick look at them or not?
Super quick. IMX on Bitunix. Look at the few charts. Immutable X. So, yeah. I would say that Quadzilla is knocking it out of the park on on Immutable X at the moment. Well, as it probably always would be. This is telling us that. So yeah, this was kind of saying that the price had bottomed, but I think that one actually got it slightly wrong. To be honest, I can't really sugarcoat that. But that obviously it's going to sometimes. That one probably the same, but yeah, it bottomed out. There's just more downside there, wasn't there? Seems like probably some impulse move or other. Probably someone sold a load of coins and they quickly got bought up, which itself is pretty positive. And then big move. Price did reverse then. And it's coming back up, which is nice. That retracement level is played out, but it would still be relevant. So that could be a thing there. What else we got that could tell us things about this? I think for the fair value gaps, etc., they're usually better if we drop down to a lower time frame. So if we go, given the time, should just drop straight down to the 12. That makes it a bit more interesting in any case. So there's going to be a bit of chop just there. It might react with that. Looks like a fair value gap. And when it comes up to it, notice as well that bearish retracement level is drawn in at pretty much that level they were drew in. And that may have also been a retracement level that I was extending. Yeah, that was from the higher time frame, isn't it? So they're kind of in agreement. And so if it gets up through there, it might go on the down, the up. It might chomp through some of these, or just bounce straight off those bearish order blocks and then down. You're going to see something like that, I think. This is still in play. Got hit there. Even though that would have stopped there, it's again still relevant. And there's kind of bullish order volume just there as well. So that could it's kind of a not that one, this one, a more or less approximately something like that, fudging it a bit, but oh sorry, hit the side of my desk. So I think the price is going to go to the left. Something like that, I would think. And OP super duper quickly. Op. Is it just op USD? I guess, yeah. Optimism. So yeah, the current price move is still on 12-minute. That's obviously already well in play. So could see a reaction there, if only because it's just going to react against it. There's probably some leftover orders just in there, or some orders some positions waiting to be closed just there. So quite likely some just sell orders that kind of around there to close the longs, that sort of thing. And and then kind of into here where it bounces off. It's going to be similar, isn't it? Just looking at that.
Yeah, I think
maybe down to there.
I think everything's looking a little bit similar at the moment, isn't it? I think Bitcoin's going to drag everything around one way or the other, isn't it?
It's true. It's 20 minutes until then, isn't it? Just I hope so. Everyone on here, I hope we can continue the conversation in the Discord. Just see actually what happens at the US Open, which is coming up.
Yeah, I have actually put the QR code and the link for the Discord on screen at the moment. I think we'll. I'm just thinking, like Scotty, if you're not in the Discord already, just get in there and make yourself known, and we can continue our conversation there. I'm gonna have to pop out for a bit in a minute, but I'll be back later in the afternoon. I'll see you in the Discord. Really, you've got to pop off as well, haven't you, Maff?
I have, yeah. Got to get some real work done.
Okay, all right. So can I just say thank you to everyone who's come along today. Please do give the live stream a like. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time, midday UTC, midday GMT.
It's a crunch day tomorrow as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one tomorrow because it's a FOMC thingy day. But for now, I think we better go off. But see you all on the Discord. So go to savewithcrypto.org/Discord. It's free to join. If you want to get the extra kind of level, there are a few steps. Just go to the start here section of it. In there, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, have a look at the video that I made this morning on this channel. And I'm going to say goodbye. So it's goodbye from me. Do tell your friends and laugh.
And likewise, yeah.
All
Cheers.
right.
See you in the Discord.
See you all soon. Bye.